Trail talk time. Out on another beauty of a trail. Just breathing in that fresh chi. Getting ready for this beautiful winter approaching. And today I wanted to talk about questioning everything. You know, I think it's so important, especially in this day and age when there's so much coming at us all the time, rapidly. You know, there's so much information right at our fingertips. And we have to be, mindful about what we're taking in and be discerning, right? Be wise in our judgment towards this information so that we can, really realize what's true or what's false or what's, helpful for us and what's not. And I think so many people, unfortunately, they take things in and they don't really question it enough, I feel. So many people will just watch the news or read the news and take it in as if this is our whole truth, right? And they call them news stories because they're just stories, right? There may be truth within some of these stories, but obviously it's not the whole truth. The great Terence McKenna, he talked about how his view of life is it's more of a story than, anything tangible. And Infinite Waters, he says it's all BS. It's all belief systems. I've spoken about, the placebo effect and the incredible power that our mind has, our beliefs have. Most of us have probably heard about people being able to take a regular sugar pill that really doesn't have any, medical value, but they're told that it's something else, some type of medication, and when they take it, they start to show the results of healing as if they really took the medication and really they took nothing more than a placebo, right? And this is the power of our mind. We gave ourselves that healing, right? It had nothing to do with the pill we took. It had to do with our belief that we're taking something that's helping us, healing us. And so what you truly believe in your mind to be true, well, that's true for you. And the mainstream media, it certainly has an agenda. Whoever is controlling all these big news outlets, they certainly have an agenda to push. Throughout history, in times of war or times of power struggle, there's always been a lot of propaganda being used to control the people's minds, right? And if you can control the people's minds, then you can control their lives. Because it really is mind over matter, right? And so if they play these news stories enough and people continually see them over and over again, the thing is they start to believe that it's true. They say, oh yeah, I saw that on the news and it keeps coming up. Other people are seeing it, so it must be true. But that's not necessarily the case. On the movie The Matrix, they talked about how this world, this matrix, is all an illusion, right? And the only truth, is the truth within you, the truth within us. And if we can come into that truth, then we can start to be more discerning and start to see the illusions for what they are You know, I think it's important for us to keep an open mind and evaluate things and start to look outside of the mainstream outlets for our sources of news. You know, so many times people who go against these narratives that the mainstream pushes, these people are outcasts and labeled conspiracy theorists, right? And that term is just so dismissive. You know, it's as if you're just calling this person crazy. Oh, you're off your rocker. You're just a conspiracy theorist. You're crazy. But so many people who are labeled that, you know, they're simply putting forth a different view than maybe a lot of people have. And the best of them are actually showing a lot of proof to back up their theories, or, you know, they're simply questioning certain things instead of just accepting it as the truth. And this is how we empower ourselves. You know, the more we question things and get to the root of things, you know, we get to the root of our truth, of our power. Knowledge is power. And so the more knowledge that we can gain about a situation, obviously the more power of discernment we have, right? We can make better decisions based on all of the evidence, all of the data. And the truth will certainly set us free. And so I plan to continue to push the truth, to spread the truth. And I'm going to be making more videos about this whole COVID situation and start to dig a little bit deeper into what's going on and suggest some possible solutions so that we can build a better future. And today I just wanted to start by, you know, sharing what I feel about us being able to open our mind more and start to question things, right? The more we question, we start to open up our mind, we start to open up our third eye, we start to see more clearly the layers of things in life and pierce through the veils. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share for today. I hope everyone has an amazing day. And just think for yourself, right? Just because there's a certain storyline going on doesn't necessarily mean it's true. And we need to be wise in these times when there's so much change happening, so much uncertainty for the future, and we need to make sure that we have a bright future ahead of us, because if we leave it in others' hands, then who knows where we might be heading. We need to take our future into our own hands. So yeah, that's all I want to share for today. Have an amazing day. Peace and limitless love.